14 foods that are more harmful than you think. In this video, we will talk about 14 unhealthy foods, which are destroying your health. Everyone has those foods that they crave constantly. If you have a sweet tooth, you might dream of cupcakes, frosting, sprinkles, or milkshakes. Or maybe you're more of a savory salt lover who can't wait to get their hands on a bag of chips, an order of French fries, or a crispy piece of bacon. All foods are okay in moderation, but some are downright unhealthy due to their sketchy ingredients or lack of nutrients, and those are the ones you'll want to avoid consuming regularly. Many of them may even be considered the unhealthiest foods on the planet culprits that may be wreaking havoc on your well-being without you even realizing it. Earlier, we also made a video on unhealthy foods. If you have not seen that video yet, the link is in the description and you can watch it. Here's a list of 14 unhealthy foods which are more harmful than you think. 1. Canned soup. Soup can be an easy way to get more vegetables, protein, and fiber, but watch out for unhealthy ingredients. Canned soup often has lots of sodium, which can cause high blood pressure, heart attack, stroke, and heart failure. And any cream-based soup has unhealthy saturated fat. The healthiest way to enjoy soup is to make it from scratch with a low-sodium broth. If you do buy prepared soup, check the label for the least salt and fat. 2. Fizzy drinks. Although they are technically not a food, fizzy drinks still rightly deserve a place on the unhealthy food list. The health implications of regular consumption of fizzy drinks include heart disease, tooth decay, and osteoporosis. Fizzy drinks also contain enormous amounts of hidden sugar, with the average can of Coke containing 10 teaspoons. Even diet drinks that seem more healthy should generally be avoided, as although they might be lower in calories than full-fat versions, they still contain artificial sweeteners which can rot tooth enamel over time. 3. Chewing gum. If you don't swallow it, can chewing gum count as food? Kinda. The point is this: although the bulk of gum is indigestible, some ingredients are, like sugar alcohols and artificial sweeteners. Sugar alcohols are sugar substitutes that have been shown to cause bloating and other gastrointestinal distress. Sorbitol, in particular, takes a relatively long time to digest, and any undigested sugar alcohol in your small intestine acts as the perfect environment for the fermentation of bacteria, thus causing even more bloating and flatulence. As for artificial sweeteners found in popular gums, you're looking at ingesting additives that have been scientifically shown to trigger your sweet receptors and increase hunger, hence another reason why you're always hungry. 4. Instant noodles. One of the best wellness tips you can follow is to avoid any food that starts with instant. Just like canned soups, the amount of sodium in instant noodles is immensely high. Moreover, it contains high amounts of monosodium glutamate, MSG, which acts as a toxin for the nerves and the reproductive system. 5. Ice cream. Ice cream is high in sugar, calories, and saturated fat, so save it for a special treat. Eating foods loaded with fat and sugar leads to weight gain. It can also drive up your triglycerides and lead to a heart attack. Cut your calories and fat by choosing sorbet, low-fat, or non-fat frozen yogurt, or frozen fruit bars. Check the label for the least amount of sugar and saturated fat. 6. Potato crisps. Foods fried at a high temperature can form acrylamide, a known carcinogen. Potato chips are one of the foods that contribute most to weight gain. And not only are they loaded with saturated fat, they're also covered in salt, which is also linked to heart disease. Skip the lower sodium or low-fat potato chips. They'll just leave you hungry again. The most nutritious snacks combine healthy proteins, carbs, and fats, like whole grain crackers with low-fat cheese or homemade popcorn tossed with olive oil. 7. Donuts. Although you might love donuts, in the long term, your heart won't. Donuts are fried, so you consume high amounts of saturated and trans fats when you eat the treat. Donuts also class as empty calories, as the snack itself is high in calories and sugar. A chocolate iced donut contains 350 calories, but low in nutritional value. So it won't be long before you're reaching for another donut or two. 8. Frozen meals. Although frozen ready meals might be a convenient choice, they offer little in the way of nutritional value. To turn something that sits in your freezer for months on end into an edible meal, manufacturers add in high levels of preservatives and sodium to the food. Rather than filling your freezer with shop-bought ready meals, batch make your own homemade alternatives and freeze the individual portions. 9. Refined carbohydrates. While carbohydrates are a vital part of any well-balanced diet, one should try consuming whole foods and avoid refined grains. Refined carbs, which are commonly found in processed foods like pasta, white bread, and muffins, are quickly broken down by your body, resulting in rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. This can increase your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Try adding healthy carbs to your diet like barley, brown rice, buckwheat, millet, and oatmeal. This will automatically cut down your craving for unhealthy foods. 10. Fried desserts. Anything deep fried is a poor health choice, and coating a dessert that is already high in sugar and fat in batter is something you should avoid. Fried foods can clog up your arteries, which can, over time, lead to heart attacks, strokes, and diabetes. Don't think this doesn't apply to pineapple and banana fritters too. Just because they are fruit, they have still been cooked in batter and will also be swimming in a sugary syrup. 11. Sugar-free chocolate. It's completely understandable if you're trying to reel in your sweet tooth a bit. Just don't use sugar-free sweets as a crutch. Instead of sugar, add artificial sweeteners like Splenda and sugar alcohols like maltitol. You'll also find a mixture of palm oil and hydrogenated palm oil, as well as a cocktail of additives like potassium sorbate, sodium benzoate, and sorbitol. 12. Fruit yogurt. All those smiling models in yogurt commercials haven't checked out the ingredients list on their purportedly healthy snacks. Most fruit-flavored yogurts on the market contain very little actual fruit, sweetening their recipes with sugar instead. And those brilliant hues you thought were the result of fresh fruit in the recipe? They're usually just from fruit juice concentrate. With this added sugar and very little protein, yogurts like these will just leave you feeling hungry. 13. Fast food burgers. Fast food is convenient and delicious, but it's considered one of the unhealthiest types of food you can eat and has been consistently linked to health issues like heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. Fast food hamburgers and cheeseburgers are some of the worst culprits because of their extremely high fat and saturated fat counts. 14. White rice, bread, and pasta. Rice, bread, pasta, and snacks made from white flour are missing their healthy fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Refined grains quickly convert to sugar, which your body stores as fat. A diet high in refined grains can cause belly fat, which studies link to heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Try to get at least half your grains from whole grains like brown rice, oats, and whole wheat. When you shop, look for the words 100% whole grain. So, to lead a healthy life and achieve complete well-being, don't give in to your cravings for these unhealthy foods mentioned above. The information on our channel is offered solely for general and educational reasons and does not replace professional medical guidance or treatment. For any ailments or medical concerns you may have, please get advice from a physician. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more informative videos.